So authorities have got a person of interest, although with the connections that I'm about to make to you, it's way more than a person of interest. They got him. This is the guy. In the ending of life of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson, and he's an anti-capitalist, check this out, Ivy League grad who liked online quotes from the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, and he had a seething manifesto which says, I quote, "These parasites had it coming," end quote. His name, tech whiz Luigi Mangione. He's only 26 years old, originally from Townsend, Maryland, who apparently hated the medical community because of how he treated his sick relatives, sources have said. He has not been charged yet in the slaying, but was taken into custody Monday morning while eating, get this, at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. This ended a huge manhunt. Poor family. My heart goes out to the family. I can't believe this. This was supposed to be, a lot of speculation over this was like a mafia hit, organized crime, a real professional. This guy had Monopoly money caught in his backpack. He went to a Starbucks and there's surveillance cameras. Anyway, they got pictures of him. He took a cab. I think this guy was just an absolute nutcase, and I'm going to make a case for you that the real culprit is probably not what anybody's thinking, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. The former prep school valedictorian was caught with a ghost gun that used 9mm bullets, a silencer, a U.S. passport, 4 fake IDs with names used during the killer stint in New York City, and the manifesto. The manifesto consisted of 2.5 handwritten pages that mirrored quotes that Mangione posted on his Goodreads account from wacky anti-establishment Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, who terrorized the country for nearly 2 decades by mailing deadly bombs before he was nabbed in 1996. This was one of the famous quotes that Mangione liked. Quote, "Imagine a society that subjects people to conditions that make them terribly unhappy, then gives them the drugs to take away their unhappiness." This was all just a personal vendetta done by somebody who was highly radicalized by domestic terror organizations, otherwise known as higher education. I'm going to share with you a clip of him actually giving a speech at his private boarding school, Gilman, in 2016 in just a second. Mangione had a particularly personal reason to hate the medical community. Look, I hate the medical community. I hate my health care coverage. I hate the insurance premiums. I hate the doctors. I hate the nurses. I pretty much hate the entire healthcare system. That gives you no right, no inclination, absolutely no justification for what you did. There are people on social media calling this guy a hero, which is absolutely atrocious. But online obituaries show that he lost a grandmother in 2013 and a grandfather in 2017. His LinkedIn page indicates that he once worked as an assisted living facility assistant for the elderly for a few months in 2014 while he was still in high school. Mangione also subscribed to anti-capitalist and anti-climate change causes, according to law enforcement, citing online activity gleaned by authorities. This guy was a valedictorian of his 2016 high school graduating class at the Gilman School in Baltimore, where he played soccer. High school tuition for this all-boy high school is nearly $40,000 a year. He said at the time of graduation that he planned to seek a degree in artificial intelligence focused on the areas of computer science and cognitive science at the University of Pennsylvania. The tech hotshot graduated cum laude from the private Ivy League institution with a bachelor's of science and engineering and computer information science in 2020, a master's degree in engineering as well. His LinkedIn suggests he is a data engineer at a car company based in California, although he lists his current home as Honolulu in Hawaii. Here is an excerpt of him giving a valedictorian speech in 2016 at the Gilman boarding school. Check this out.
Well set. Congratulations. Thank you. Headmaster Smythe.
Mr. Hubeck, members of the Board of Trustees, family, friends, faculty, and fellow students, good afternoon. Thank you all for being here to celebrate Gilman's 116th Founders Day. I'm honored to be speaking to you all today on behalf of the Gilman class of 2016. When I started writing the speech, I talked with several students and teachers and asked how they would describe the class of 2016. Many of the students characterized our class as inventive, in both imagination and initiative. At the same time, several teachers reminded me of our class's commitment to Gilman and its traditions. I came to realize that both views are correct. The class of 2016 is truly defined by its inventive, pioneering mentality that accompanies a strong commitment to Gilman tradition.
Other reports suggest that the state of the country's government and economy were apparently on his mind for years. He reposted a Wall Street Journal article on Facebook titled "Obstacle to Deficit Cutting, a Nation of Entitlements." He's in custody right now. There's not any reports that he has said anything to the police, that he's made any statements. His X account, his LinkedIn account are still up. He's gained quite a few followers, obviously, since the announcement. But here's what I really wanted to talk about. You've got an Ivy League anti-capitalist given every single luxury, every single benefit one can imagine. I do not just call myself professor for kicks and giggles. I have a lot to say about this. I have been saying time and time again, these radical woke ideologies have come to hit the radical extreme left right in the butt time and time again. Is he an adult? Of course. Is he responsible for his own actions? Of course. But what I have said time and time again, and I'm going to say something very bold right now, I think that Luigi Mangione is a direct byproduct. He is a complete result. Cancerous, woke, DEI ideologies, parasitic ideas, and radical, extreme, anti-capitalist, Leninist, and Marxist policies, programs, and thought processes that have pervaded our educational system through and through. I speak from first-hand experience. This is just another byproduct. What you saw in 2024, the upheaval on all of the campuses, tearing down, defaming monuments, actually stopping, in the year of our Lord in 2024, actually preventing Jewish American students from entering campus, a campus that they paid for with hard-earned tax-paying money from their parents. They were prevented from entering the grounds of the campus that they've already attended and already paid for in the year of our Lord 2024. This is the radical extremism that is cancerous, parasitic, and I think, without a shadow of a doubt, it has infected Luigi Mangione to the tilt, so much so that he feels empowered. This was not professional. This wasn't a professional hit job, not even close. This guy had Monopoly money in his backpack. He was caught eating a Big Mac at McDonald's in Pennsylvania. I mean, for crying out loud, this guy wasn't a pro. He was caught on camera like 20 times. Got a Starbucks with a big smile. This guy was a buffoon. He was a stooge, a mook. But even more importantly, I've said this many, many times, for the first time in my life, I'm actually considering very, very strongly, as a matter of fact, it's already really been considered, not having my kids, who are young still, they're still in elementary and junior high. My son's in junior high, my daughter's in elementary school, of not having them pursue any degree. 99% of them are worthless. I can speak for that. I can vouch for that. I got 3 pieces of paper. I've got 3 degrees that are absolutely worthless. Unless things drastically, dramatically change, save your children. Because Luigi Mangione went to the best of the best, supposedly. He got the best education. But what I think he really got was indoctrination. He got indoctrination by radical, extreme, woke professors who somehow instilled it and infected his young, impressionable mind with these radical, extreme ideologies that there's no way you can trace it back to the woke professors and the woke institutions. There's no way you could trace it back. I believe 100% wholeheartedly that is there, because I'm not speaking from hearsay. I'm not speaking from secondhand experience. I worked for these institutions. I was there. I saw it firsthand. I could see the rumination, the molding, the creation, the ideation unfold and evolve right before my eyes. And it was harrowing, to put it mildly. I think that's what happened to Luigi Mangione. I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. Save your children. Save your children, America. Save your children, global citizens. I am telling you right now, this, and again, this could all change as of this recording, but as of right now, these higher ed institutions, these educational, private, etc., Ivy League, they are nothing more than breeding grounds for radical, extreme, anti-capitalistic, anti-law and order, anti-America ideologies, principles, and values. And I think it is downright demonic and evil. And I just say to you from the bottom of my soul, I truly believe this is what happened to Luigi Mangione, and he was radicalized. I believe the higher ed institutions, especially these Ivy League ones, are domestic terrorist organizations that aim to radicalize the youth. And somehow, I can't prove it, but I just feel it in my gut through and through. Somehow I feel like Obama, Soros, the Clintons, BlackRock, somehow I feel like they're all involved. They're all involved in somehow creating this new breed of young Americans that quite literally hate us. They hate the values and principles of the founders, the framers. They hate tradition. They hate family values. They hate the principles that built this country. They hate everything about it. And their aim is to change it and turn it into God knows what. And thank God for the mandate that was set on November 5th, because the American people have resoundingly made their voices heard. I love you for doing that. We saved not just the country, we saved the world. We saved the world. And I truly believe in my heart. I truly believe in my gut. I can't prove the connection, but I'm telling you that's my strong, bold, audacious belief. I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think. I'll keep you up to date and posted as to what the latest is on this. But again, just to wrap this up really quickly, this is what happened. This is everything that happened. This guy showed up in New York. Brian Thompson, who was the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, he was gunned down outside of a luxury midtown hotel. The methodical individual who I think is, this guy, Luigi Mangione, used a firearm with a silencer outside a Hilton hotel along 6th Avenue. The gunman fired multiple times. The NYPD then released this photo. Thompson was named CEO in 2021. The NYPD is investigating this message that was found on the live rounds and shell casings: deny, depose, defend. And now they have this person of interest inside of Altoona, Pennsylvania, McDonald's. And the suspect now is identified as Luigi Mangione, and he's a former Ivy League student who hated the medical community. He was anti-capitalist, pro-climate, all of the radical, extreme left ideologies that he was hypnotized with. Mass hypnosis happening at these institutions, radicalized and infected with these DEI woke mind virus. I think it's the most infectious contagion we've ever known, because it's not physical. It's not exactly visible. It's invisible. It's a psyop. It's all psychological, and there's no trace, just how they want it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to check out these videos right here coming up on the screen right here. Tap my face right there to subscribe and follow. And as always, may God bless you, and may God bless the USA. I'll see you soon.